Hey, it's Katie here to share with you my current favorite baby and toddler books. So of course we have the That's Not My series. This is probably Usborne's most popular series. They're sturdy board books, they're great for little hands. They've got touchy-feely spots on every single page, and it just follows a cute story. And what I love about these is the high contrast in the illustrations. Every single illustration is outlined in black, so it really makes the images pop and stand out. There's these touchy-feely spots on all of the pages, and you can also use these books as your child is learning to read because they follow a really repetitive pattern. So that's not my penguin, its beak is too shiny. That's not my penguin, its feet are too rubbery. And then the last page is always, that's my penguin, its baby is so furry. So these books are great for babies, but they're also great for little ones as they start to grow up too. I know lots of older toddlers that still love these books. Another really fun one are these Usborne fold-out books. So this is a 1, 2, 3 book, so it helps with counting. So it counts up to 10, and it's an accordion style book that folds out like this. So you can like read it as a book and flip through the pages and count the animals. Or the other way that I love to use this when I had my little one is I set it up on the ground, and it was great for tummy time because as they're practicing lifting their heads up, she had something super fun and colorful to look at. So this was a great floor time or tummy time book because they do stand up on their own. So there's a few different ones in this series, but the counting one is really cute. I love the slide and see books. So these books are so great because there's no flaps that you have to worry about getting ripped off. So there's these slides on every single page that make the book interactive. It changes the picture, it changes what's going on in the book, but there's no flaps. So these ones are really fun. Again, there's those super bright, colorful illustrations, and they're sturdy board books, so they're pretty much indestructible. Another really fun one are the playbooks. So this is the colors one. There's lots in this series. There's a farm one, and in the colors one, it just kind of goes through different colors, and again, has different touchy-feely spots on the pages. This one also has flaps you can lift. There's different textures. These ones also have finger trails, which are really great for little ones to practice their fine motor control. Super bright, fun illustrations. My daughter quite often will pick these books to read from the shelf if she has a choice. So these ones are really great for little ones. Again, there's lots of different titles in that series. One of my favorite kind of hidden gems is this animal hide and seek. So again, it's illustrated by Stephen Cartwright. You may have heard me talk about him before. Any of his books that are illustrated by him have a little yellow duck that you can spot on every page. And in addition to that, this one has different textured spots on the pages, as well as flaps to lift while you are finding the animals. It also goes through counting. Each time there's one more animal on the page, and there's tons of different textures. So this is a really fun one, Animal Hide and Seek. Another fun one as your child gets a little bit older is the very first book of Things to Spot. So this one is kind of like a question and answer book. You can look at the different pages, and then there's different questions that you can find. So who has a green collar? Or can you spot a little dog? Find the pink cat. So you can just look through the different pages, and you can also come up with questions on your own that aren't on the pages. So this book can be read lots of different ways, and this is great as your kids start becoming more aware of things around them and asking questions and building their vocabulary. Another good one for as they start to learn words is this Very First Word series. So this one is super simple. It's a board book, and it just has little pictures of different animals with the corresponding word beside it. So that's great for learning words. Another great book for learning words is this Lift the Flap board book. This is probably one of my #1 top picks. And I love that you can read this book different ways. So you can look at the page, you can find a flap to lift. So here's the cow. You lift the flap and it has the word cow beneath it. You can also then look for that word over here, find the word lift the flap, and it's the picture. You can make sure the picture matches and make sure the word matches. So this book is so great for learning words. Again, there's different things. So these are kind of action words, learning about your body and clothes, outdoor words, and again, there's flaps to lift that make it interactive and really fun. Kids love this book. I also really love this first word book series. This is one about things that go. So if you've got a little boy in your life that loves cars and tractors, this would be a great one. It's again fairly simple. It just has different pictures of things that go with the corresponding words beside it. And last but not least, my favorite book that's a bigger book is this Count to 100. It's still a board book, but it's thinner board pages, and it counts all the way to 100. So each number has a different number of animals or objects. The illustrations in this one are so pretty, and the 90 raindrops and 100 stars. So it goes all the way up to 100. It's great for learning to count, and it's got beautiful illustrations. So those are just some of my current favorite baby and toddler books.